Around the Table on Harrison's Original, KHOZ.
Welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Ann.
Man, you're just too jolly for me sometimes.
Oh my gosh, Ann's over there shaking her head no.
No.
Is it too much for you in the morning?
This week, man. First he calls me a blind sow.
No, I didn't call you. I said an old blind sow will find an acorn or two. They'll eventually. And the comment that you made yesterday was something to that effect. If you keep going, you will, whatever you will achieve, you'll achieve it. If you just keep going at it. And I said, it's kind of like an old blind sow. I didn't call you an old blind sow. What I'd like to call you is, no, I won't do that.
Well, maybe you've got that on the topic to ponder. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Know? Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I don't. Weather is a little weird today. It's going to be a little weird. We should.
Is it going to rain or not?
Well, we don't know, but right now you look outside and it's a beautiful day.
It is beautiful. And when I got up this morning, it was overcast.
How was the humidity at your house?
I don't know. I didn't go outside. Well, I did, but it wasn't bad. I mean, I don't remember it being bad.
It's horrible.
I didn't really pay attention. I went out in my bathrobe to feed my cat. That's what
I
do at my house. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, that's the only time I was outside.
All right.
So, what about
Good.
you? I mean, did you go outside and feed
went
anything?
outside to get into the car, and it was like a heat wave, like a sauna.
Wussy.
Huh?
You're just a wussy.
I just don't like the heat.
You know, let me tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
Yesterday we did the forecast, and I looked at it for yesterday afternoon. It was like 30-mile-per-hour wind gust.
Yeah,
of course,
it was
that was
gusty,
the day that I had isolated to mow my freaking yard. People, I was not happy. I mean, I had to mow it. However, to keep it out of my face.
Yeah, okay.
It was bad. Like it gets in your eye. It's very uncomfortable.
Why don't you wear one of those, things like the sand people wear in Star Wars?
Well, I don't have one.
Well, you just get a scarf and throw it over your face.
I have a mask on, but that's not helping my eyeballs.
Well, put some goggles on.
I did. I had some
goggles.
I had some sunglasses and stuff on, but it still can get in through here when the wind is blowing 30 miles per hour.
Get one of those that encompasses your full.
Now, I have some little motorcycle ones.
There you go. See, that's what you need to do.
But they're so dark. Here's the deal. In the shade, I can't always see where my line is.
Oh, your mowing line.
My mowing line. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
In the shade, it's harder, and so I have to do this with my
I gave you the
glasses.
solution yesterday.
What? What?
You just mow erratically.
I didn't do that, Dan.
You have little strips of grass that grow, and you just don't mow them.
Says the person who doesn't have to go mow his yard.
No, I'm just saying that what you do is you perform the job so badly
That
somebody else comes along and says, "Geez."
Will that work with cooking and doing the laundry?
It might. I don't. Just doing this for a shtick. I'm not doing it for advice or anything, because that'll get you in trouble.
That will get you in trouble.
That'll get you thrown out of the house for good.
There you go. You can go out to the dog pen, out to the barn. That's where you're going to live now.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, howdy. But anyway, I wonder, I don't know. We'll see. You know, the weather's just kind of spitballing.
Well, it's, we've been reading this for the last few days. It's been talking about how bad the weather's going to be. So
my kiddos are going to be flying today. So
where are they flying to?
Dallas from here.
Oh yeah.
On Southwest. Is that what it's called? Southwest.
Oh, from here?
From here
to Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't want a bunch of wind. That's always a little squirrely. Oh, but we're going to talk about the weather.
Might as well.
Shall we just jump on in there?
Let's jump into it, because I think it's going to be a little.
We're talking today. Maybe this is what's going to happen.
Are we talking English?
I don't have any idea why, but we are. Showers and thunderstorms before 4 p.m. And let's see, a high of 82, your chance of is at 60%. And then tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms at 40% with a low of 64. Tomorrow, 10% chance of showers, your high is 83. Saturday, 70% chance of showers with a... Oh, I didn't do Friday night. Excuse me. Friday night's a 30% chance of showers with a low of 66. And Saturday, high of 83, 70% chance of precip. And Saturday night, guess what? There's still a chance of precip, but it goes down to 30%. Low of 70.
Okay.
Your turn.
Sunday, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy with a high of around 86 degrees. We got some wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour if you have your toupee, extra two-sided tape for that day.
Oh, excuse me, nothing.
Sunday night, possibly a shower or two, low around 68 with a 90% chance of rain. So looks like we're going to be in for some rain Sunday night. Then Monday starts off the new work week with a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly before 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high of around 79 degrees. Monday night, 40% chance of showers with a low around 65. Tuesday, 40% chance continues for showers and possibly a thunderstorm with a high of around 77. Low 65 on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday, high 82. 30% chance continues for rain.
Do you ever wonder about the cloud seeding stuff?
Cloud seeding?
Isn't that what it's called?
They do that. I don't know what they put something in the clouds to make it rain, I guess.
Wonder why they don't do that during drought.
I don't know. Why? I don't understand. I know that.
Or why are we getting too much? An abundance.
We've talked about this before. We probably ought to research it.
I am curious.
Let's get a scientist on the phone.
I would love to.
From the NOAA.
That would be
Weather Service.
Fascinating.
And find out if that's true or not, because right now in our minds it's a conspiracy.
Well, and you think, yeah, you only get the information that you read.
Of course.
And whoever you get on the phone may be biased. Probably could be.
Yeah.
So, it's always kind of a crapshoot. But
so
I'm just curious about it.
So what you're saying is anybody that we get on our show could be an imposter?
I don't know about an imposter, but they may not have the most...
They may not have the right information.
I don't know. It's just curious.
What about our guest today?
What about her? She's not into cloud. I don't know. We're going to have to ask her about it.
And then what was that show on TV where 3 people would come out? And it was a game show where 3 people would come out and they would say, they were a certain person, and they would all pretend to be that person.
I have no idea.
What's my line or something like that? What's my...
Oh, that comedy. That's comedy. Shtick.
Maybe. No, maybe you're right about that.
That's a different one. I don't know what you're talking about for sure.
There would be popular people that come out, but we're not well known by everybody. And there were 3 contestants. This is back in the 60s and 70s. This show was on TV.
I didn't watch this one because I don't recall that.
It was a very popular game show.
Uh-huh.
And they had four celebrities trying to guess, and they would ask questions of the 3 people, and they would guess at the very end who they thought was, that person.
I don't know. I've not heard that. So
okay, all right.
I'm not sure what that has to do with cloud seeding.
I don't have. I'll see
we'll circle back around.
See where we're circling, all right. We're circling the wagons.
We're circling
the drain.
Circling the pot.
Okay.
Boy,
let's do our. Wait a minute. Let's see. Well, we did our weather.
Did you finish the weather?
I don't even think.
Or did I interrupt you?
I don't even know if I finished my thought.
I have no idea anymore.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
I was so hopeful with this topic to ponder question today, and the question is, if you want to read it.
Do you have funny nicknames for people, places, or things that are only known in your household?
Yeah, I think we all do, don't we?
I do.
Yeah. It disappointed me, though.
But nobody elaborated.
Nope.
They
all say, yep, yes.
We got a Chief Little Butt. Whatever. That must be you. Do you have a little butt?
Well, of course I do.
Because that reply, that's the only one that even named it because Leslie King's like, hello, tell me, we should all have to name one.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, but everybody said yes.
It's funny that everybody wanted to. Everybody had a. I want to hear the funny nicknames and the.
Okay, what would you have one?
I used to call my son Ebon.
Okay.
Ian, my son. I used to call him Ebon.
Okay.
And my younger son Geeby.
Okay.
That was his nickname, Geeby.
Geeby.
Yeah.
Is that how they said their own names, I wonder?
No.
Oh.
No, they knew what their name was, but I was the only one that called them all those funny names, I guess.
You were trying to be a comedian.
No, I was just. Yeah, I was trying to be funny. I was trying to be funny. Yeah, trying to be funny.
Lighthearted.
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm not going to go over mine.
Do you have one? Can you say it on the air?
No.
Or? You could.
I'm not going to.
You tell me after the show.
No, I call my husband several different names, but Babe is one, and that's
right.
Only one that I can really
do you ever
repeat.
Do you ever cuss at him?
Oh, yeah.
Whoops.
But not to his face.
Oh.
In my a
Under
lot
your
of times
breath?
It's in my head, and sometimes it's under my breath, and he'll catch me sometimes and go, "What'd you say?"
Yeah. Well, he knows you're not serious.
No.
Yeah, he knows you're not serious.
Oh.
Okay. Today's topic to ponder question is: do you have funny nicknames for people, places, or things that are only known in your family?
You know what? Well, and that's a hard one because you have to make up something really weird. You can't say like crapper for the toilet. You know what? That type of. Oh. Because probably a lot of people have that.
Yeah.
Thought.
Well, yeah.
But it's not individualized to my household. But.
Well, I wish people would have,
Poop shoot.
Okay. We'll go to our Facebook.
I told you I wasn't going to do it.
Well, yeah. Our Facebook page has this question up. If you want to go there and answer the question, it is: do you have
something besides yes?
Yeah, something besides yes would be more enlightening for us. Do you have a funny nickname for people, places, or things that are only known in your household? Okay. All right. We're moving right along.
Boy, howdy.
And it's time for some history.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
Okay, in 1908, the Gentlemen's Agreement between the United States and Japan began limiting Japanese immigration to America, becoming a significant chapter in U.S. immigration history.
And then in 1928, Amelia Earhart became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. Although she was a passenger rather than the pilot, the achievement made her an international celebrity. She was the first woman? Wow, okay. I mean, she wasn't even flying, but she did later.
Right, she did later.
Yeah, okay.
In 1940, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill delivered his famous "This was their finest hour" speech, rallying Britain during World War II.
1940, Charles de Gaulle broadcast his historic appeal of the June 18th from London, urging the French people to continue resisting Nazi Germany.
And in 1948, Columbia Records unveiled the 33 1/3 RPM long-playing vinyl record, revolutionizing the music industry for decades.
You wonder why they didn't just make it a 33.
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, 1960, Arnold Palmer staged one of golf's greatest comebacks, shooting a final round 65 to capture the U.S. Open Championship.
In 1967, the legendary Monterey Pop Festival ended after breakthrough performances by artists including Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin, helping launch the Summer of Love.
I remember that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 1972, 5 men were arrested inside the Democratic National Committee headquarters at the Watergate complex, sparking the scandal that eventually forced President Nixon to resign.
And then in 1972, a British Trident airliner crashed shortly after taking off from Heathrow Airport, killing 118 people in one of Britain's worst aviation disasters.
1979, U.S. President Jimmy Carter and Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev signed the SALT II treaty agreement, aimed at limiting nuclear weapons during the Cold War.
And in 1983, Sally Ride launched aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger, becoming the first American woman to travel into space.
1994, millions watched live television coverage as former football star O.J. Simpson led police on a slow chase through Los Angeles in a white Ford Bronco.
And the glove didn't fit. Just saying.
Yeah,
2005, future fan favorite David Tennant made his first appearance as the 10th Doctor on a long-running TV series, Doctor Who.
Did you ever watch that show?
Nope.
I never really got into it, but I know it was a cult classic.
Marcus Welby. Watch that. Marcus Welby, MD.
Yeah, you knew Doctor Who was, though. He was a time traveler.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2021, President Joe Biden signed legislation establishing Juneteenth as a federal holiday, recognizing the end of slavery in the United States.
And in 2023, the Titan started its ill-fated expedition to the wreck of the RMS Titanic. Contact was lost later that day, leading to a worldwide search and intense scrutiny of deep-sea tourism. That was tragic.
And that, and I watched a video about that.
Me too.
And the collapse, they would have never known
what happened to him?
What happened? As far as if you were inside the submarine, you would have never known because it crushed within a split second.
Yeah.
Wow. Very, very weird.
You know, I think that's probably what happened to those Italian people that were diving too, in some respect.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Ugh.
that's a whole nother.
Yeah, we conquer space, but we still have not conquered the deep, deep, deep sea.
Right.
Okay, we're going to take our first break, and when we come back, we'll be talking with Heather Pfiel. She's with the Gates Prosthetics and Mobility Clinic.
Okay.
We'll find out what they do and how they can maybe help you. Yeah, we'll get more information about that in just a few minutes. Stick around, stay with us. You're listening and watching Around the Table with Dan and Ann.
nationwide.
Paradise Cream is open once again this year right here in Harrison, Arkansas. They're located right across the street from Pizza Hut, and they're located at 1525. So right across the street from there, you'll find Paradise Cream. They have cones, cups, and pints. Get your favorite flavor of over 20 different flavors that you can choose from. And while you're there, get your punch card. It's a great place. Great ice cream.
What's today? Fill your
Oh, yeah. Today is Stuff Your Stanley. If you have a Stanley tumbler, dump out that coffee and go get you some ice cream. They'll stuff it full for one price. Go find out more about that at Paradise Cream.
Okay.
All right. We are back here at Around the Table with Dan and Ann, and in the studio with us now is Heather Pfiel.
Welcome.
We've not met
Thank
you
you for
before.
being here.
Welcome to the show, Heather. You are with Gates Prosthetics and Mobility Clinic.
I am.
Where's that located?
We are just right down here off of Main Street, 1325
Okay.
North Main.
Okay.
I always just say right across the street from the McDonald's and Burger King.
In that,
Oh.
in the Jonas shopping or that
Yes.
area?
Yep.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what is it?
Tell us about what you do there.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I guess.
Gates Prosthetic and Mobility, we are a family-owned company. We custom design prosthetics, so artificial limbs,
Okay.
and then orthotic bracing. So people that have deficits in their
Okay.
limbs in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a knee brace or an ankle brace. Maybe they've had a stroke or
Yeah.
something as simple as just you broke your ankle and you've
Yeah.
had surgery and you need something to support it
Oh.
until you can rehab it back to normal.
And so
Yeah.
it's more customized for the client rather than just a, go buy one off the shelf kind of thing.
It is, yeah. I mean, we do have some that are kind of off the shelf if
Uh-huh.
that's what you
Oh.
need, but where we really shine is in our customization process. Every patient is unique, and we think that every patient deserves unique care.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we really take the time to help figure out what it is they need, what's going to be able to sustain their injury or their deficit,
Mm-hmm.
and is going to work for their lifestyle. So it's very customized kind of process, very
Yeah.
hands-on type of process.
Can you help someone that is almost 90% immobile?
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
We sure
Yeah.
can. We do have some types of braces that are specifically designed for patients that are non-ambulatory. So
Okay.
Yeah.
maybe they need help even just with a transfer.
Sure.
Just going from like a wheelchair to
Yeah.
the restroom or, to the chair or something like that.
Okay.
We absolutely can help those types of people as well. So we don't just help the ones that are the Paralympics
Right,
and things like
right,
that.
right.
Yeah.
So you said you're family owned. How long have you been in business? And tell us about the background there as to how this ended up being what the family business.
Well, I always like to say we kind of have an origin story because every good superhero needs an origin story.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
So I'm going to just go out on a limb and say about 20-ish years ago, Kyle Gates, which Gates is the name of our company.
Okay.
Yeah.
He went to work for a company that was at the time, it was a family-owned company, and he built that business up. He was the business development manager, the COO of
Okay.
that business. It became a really big deal. It was a really cool adventure. We ended up having over 100 employees and all of these different clinics.
Wow.
And it was a really impressive situation. And it was so impressive that a big company came in and bought it out.
Oh, okay.
And
Ew.
so it
So
turned into
so
a
that left him
corporation.
free.
It did,
Yeah.
yeah. It left him free. He was under a non-compete for a couple of years, but his wife Taryn was not. And so she started the business about 3 years ago, and Kyle joined a year and a half or so later when his non-compete was up. And I'm employee number 4 of the whole group.
Uh-oh.
But we have grown so much in these last 3 years. We have 3 full-time clinics. And we've, of course, our Harrison clinic here, but we've got one in Mountain Home and in Bentonville.
Oh.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we've got almost 25 employees now in such a short amount of time. So we've grown substantially.
The need
And
is there.
The need is there, and we are really helping a lot of people. It's been amazing to join this family business. One of the cool things about being in a family business is that all of our decisions are locally made. So if we have a patient that's maybe got a hard insurance to deal with,
Yeah.
or they've got a really unique situation, we can decide locally how we are going to help that patient. We don't have to run something up the corporate ladder
Okay.
to figure out can we take care
Yeah.
of this person.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's been a really fun adventure, and yeah, we're just growing like crazy.
How do people hear about, someone who is in that and has that need?
Yeah.
How do they hear about you? I mean, like we're trying to, talk about you, but I mean, do offices or anything
Yeah,
say,
recommend,
hey,
yeah.
this is, in our town? And
Yeah, so our number one referral source is your physicians in the
Okay,
area.
okay.
Primary care physicians, or a lot of times we'll get a referral from a specialist.
Right.
Whenever we're talking about prosthetic limbs, these are lifelong conditions.
Right.
It's not like you're going to regrow a limb or not ever have a
Right.
need for, a prosthesis. So when those patients have got an existing injury or an existing amputation, they know what to look for. They know to look for a prosthetist in their town that they're in. And so they'll reach out to us, and we do accept self-referrals as well. We still have to communicate with your physician and say,
Okay.
hey, like, is it okay for us to take care of this patient? But
Yeah.
they don't necessarily have to get referred by their physician.
Okay,
They can
okay.
self-refer, and then we can reach back out to the doctor
Okay.
to
Yeah.
deal with the paperwork process, basically.
With some of those your cases, I'm sure that there's a process where you take a mold of the person's amputee part, and then like how do you deal with the change in that person? Like, and I'm trying to relate it like dentures.
Yes.
You put it in, it changes over time.
Yeah,
How do
yeah.
you deal with situations like that?
That is actually a very common issue that patients with amputations deal with.
Yeah.
So there is quite a few different options for those types of patients, and it really depends on the person, their activity level.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got somebody that is, working out in a construction site wearing a prosthesis, that's a totally different situation than somebody that is, pretty sitting at a desk all day long.
Yeah,
They're going to
yeah.
have
Right.
different needs, and
Right.
so there's a few different options. The first thing that comes to mind is what we call socks. They are actual wool
Right.
socks, excuse me, and they are different thicknesses. And so we teach the patient how to use the socks in a way that fills up any gap. So if they lose volume,
okay.
if they kind of their leg will get
Right.
small while it's in the prosthesis,
Right.
we use
Yeah.
those socks to fill up that volume. That's a very, very common thing. And then over the course of months or years, their limb may continue to change. And so sometimes we have to just replace the socket.
Right,
Sometimes we
right.
have to
Yeah.
say, this is time for a new one.
Right.
There's other things like we have something called a BOA system. It's a dial. So it's got cables that run, run throughout the prosthesis, and they can adjust this dial to loosen or tighten the socket depending on their comfort level.
Oh, I
What?
see.
How
Yeah.
did? Okay.
It's pretty
Right.
cool, and it's pretty advanced technology.
I'm thinking they need something to pump it up with air. The extra space too.
So they do have a new device that came out. You may have seen it on the internet, but it's like a sleeve. It's like a you kind of wrap it around your limb, and then it's got an air bladder in it, so they can pump it up like the old Reebok
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah, yeah.
They have something like that on the market now. It's very new to the market. Just starting to get insurances to kind of acknowledge and figure out if they're going to pay for it or not. But it's a really cool device.
Yeah, I saw something the other day that it's an outside brace, and it goes all the way up to your hips, I think, and you walk around, and then you just sit in this brace.
Yeah. So there's
It's a weird. I guess it's for people that stand up all day, that just need. They're probably 100% mobile, but they just want to sit down without pulling a chair up. But the brace is you just sit down.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of weird looking.
Yeah.
Yes, some of those devices. So I'm kind of thinking immediately of a couple of kids, because we do see a lot of children in our business, and maybe they have cerebral palsy or something like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
And just getting them upright and getting their legs straightened out is kind of a process. So once you get them in that position, you're like, you know what? Let's take advantage of this situation and let's get you walking a little bit.
Yeah.
So they design the brace where they can kind of, you're right, kind of rest back into it. while they are just kind of catching their breath, and then when they're ready, they can kind of pick themselves back up and keep moving forward.
So do you all do therapy there too, or just you provide the customized bracing and then they do that type of thing in a different therapy setting, or how does that work?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
we actually don't do physical
Okay.
therapy in our clinic, but we do work very closely with a lot of physical therapists, especially with prosthetic patients. You would be surprised how often therapists don't really know how to help some of those
Yeah.
patients
It's
because it's really
different.
different. You know, when therapists are trained to provide therapy bilaterally.
Well, and anatomically, I don't know, it's just different.
It is. Yeah, so we do work very closely with a lot of physical therapists and occupational therapists as well. And we have even gone into those appointments with the patient and saying,
Okay.
this is how you can help them. This is what we recommend. These are some of the exercises that you can use in your physical therapy
It's
appointments.
nice to have that cohesive connection.
Yes.
Now I have another question. Do you ever have to deal with the mental part of someone who is coming in to do this?
Yeah.
You know, a
Yes.
prosthetic,
A new
because
amputee,
it's got
yeah.
to be you have to be able to be in acceptance. It would just
Yeah.
be, there could be some issues, I think.
So I want to answer that with a two-part question or a two-part
Okay.
answer. We have peer counselors
Yay.
that actually work for us. A lot of them are our fabrication technicians. And so whenever we have somebody that's a new amputee, even if they know they're going to have an amputation, they can meet with one of our peer counselors that is an existing amputee. They can tell them what to expect, what they're going to go through, not just physically, but through that mental process
Yeah.
of just accepting it and denial, the grieving process.
It has to be a grieving
Absolutely.
process.
So that is something that we do offer. I think
Prior
that makes
to
us
doing
unique.
the procedure, even.
Even, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then what happens is they develop a relationship, and so they become
Yeah.
become friends, and you know, it's
Kind of a
iron sharpens
mentor
iron
and-
kind of thing.
yeah. Wow.
Which brings me to my second part, and I always say this is my passion project. We do have a support group, and so it's called In Stride, powered by Gates. It's the third Tuesday of every month. It's at our facilities. And number one thing that I love about it is food. We always have good food. And we have fun. We play games. We play bingo. And then we have fellowship. So, you know, we have amputees that come. And like I said, iron sharpens iron. And so whenever somebody says they have like a support group or a community,
Yeah.
you kind of tend to think about like the hi, my name is, and I
Sure.
have an
Yeah, yeah.
amputation. But it's actually not really like that. We really have fun. And then when the amputees get to talking, they're like, well, when's the last time you went swimming? And, well, I just jumped right off my boat and I decided I was going to make it. And so you kind of, they start telling stories. They start saying, well, that never worked for me. Well, have you ever tried this kind of prosthesis? Or, you know, they start sharing ideas
yeah.
and suggestions. Well, what about skin? And so you really start to see this community come
Yeah.
together, and that human connection. That is really why
Yeah.
I do what I do. I do a lot of administrative work in the background of the business, but that human connection is what keeps this thing going.
That's
Wow.
cool.
And
Yeah.
I
Well,
just
you're
made
helping
myself
people.
a note earlier that said, you know, love is what makes the world go round.
Right.
And I think that's what we're cultivating in the In Stride group is we're cultivating a community of like-minded people dealing with the same struggles in life, and we're loving on each other, and
Wow.
we're having fun and eating food too.
That's
course.
awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not just a business; it's a community.
It
for
absolutely
sure.
is. Yeah.
Wow.
It's it's starting to become a lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you don't need to be immobile. There's ways to get you up and going.
Absolutely.
I have a brother that has nerve damage, and he had an operation, 2 hip replaced, and after that he developed neurological damage, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's slowly getting to the point where he can't, and he lives alone.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm always looking for solutions for him.
Yeah, and one of the things that you'll find too, and I'm a strong advocate of being an advocate for yourself.
Yes.
Because such as that example is your primary care physician or your doctor, they're seeing the whole patient. So they're trying to deal with all of these myriad of problems when you come in and managing your medications. And sometimes something as simple as a brace can get kind of pushed under the rug or pushed to the back burner. It's not so important right now. But if you know that you're having a trouble walking or you need some help, you can approach your doctor and say, hey, would a brace work?
Yeah.
And that usually will kind of start, prompt or start a conversation of, well, let's see what Gates can do to help you.
And that would help, getting the doctor's recommendation will help with insurance.
Yeah, so I'm the insurance queen at this place.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And, I've dealt with insurances for a couple of decades now. The requirements are getting harder and harder. And as I said earlier, we are a family-owned business, and I think that's another thing that makes us really unique is that I'm fighting these insurance companies myself. I mean, I have a billing team, but I'm not afraid to pick up the phone and call the insurance company and say, I'm not hanging up this call until you help me, till you help this patient.
So you got to advocate for yourself.
You absolutely do.
Do you find that helps?
Yes.
As far as the insurance companies changing their minds?
As much as it will, as much as it ever will, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So, and I keep really good notes. So I'm going to document who I talked to, when I talked to them, all of the information. And then I'm going to say, I talked to this person on this day and they told me this.
Yeah,
so
well, that's really good.
Why haven't you helped me?
Yeah, and that might be helpful for anyone that's listening out there that says, I've tried and tried and tried and I can't get insurance to help me.
Yes.
Maybe I should call Gates to help.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely something we
let's
do.
find out where your
your
we
address
talked about the address. Once again, give that to us so we'll know where to go.
The address is 1325 North Main Street here in Harrison,
It's
Arkansas.
across the street from
McDonald's and Burger
McDonald's and Burger King. And what's the phone number if somebody wants more information?
Sure. 479-418-2297.
All right.
And then hours.
Hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4. Friday, we are 8 to 2. That gives us a little bit of work-life balance for our employees, which just shows another aspect of having that family-owned business.
Yeah, cool.
And then we make some accommodations if somebody can't work, can't get off work in time or whatever. We're available to help them out in their schedule.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Wow.
Thank you, guys.
I'm glad. I mean, I've seen the sign, but I didn't really know too many details. So.
Heather Pfiel from Gates Prosthetics and Mobility Clinic. Thanks so much for being in here.
Thank you for having me.
And we might have you come back if something changed in the business or you have some new great development that you want to
merch.
You want to announce some way.
I'll bring some samples next
well,
time.
I'm going to call it
samples.
merch, but sample.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Sure.
Absolutely.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Glad
you
to
so
meet you.
much.
We'll take another break. Stay with us.
and streaming live on Facebook. Around the Table on the original KHOZ.
Hey, I want to mention a couple events that are coming up this weekend that are kind of important if you're planning on if you don't have any plans. Here's some things you can plan on. There's going to be a brisket dinner and fundraiser. Yeah. That's actually going to be tomorrow, June 19th. The Boone County Senior Center. It's a fundraiser. I don't know what they're going to use the money for, but the Senior Center's always been kind of a reputable organization, so money's going to be used for good things.
Well, they do Meals on Wheels, and they fund it with fundraisers.
Yeah,
I believe
money's going to go to a good thing. Anyway, look at the food. I mean, look at the plate that you're going to get. You're going to get brisket, a pasta salad, smoked mac and cheese, baked beans, coleslaw, a roll, some rolls. It says rolls, so maybe two. I don't know. Turtle cheesecake for dessert. Oh my gosh!
Y'all, I'm looking at the plate on the flyer. You can't see it, but by golly, there's a lot of food on that plate. That'd be about 2 meals for me.
Yeah, and it's $12.
Yum!
$12 for that.
You can't beat that price at all, and it's all going for a good cause.
It is going for a good cause,
which is the main thing, but. I think it's an in-person dinner. It doesn't say, to go. So just go make plans to go eat brisket.
I would wonder if they would have a to-go thing. I don't know.
You can call 870-741-1505.
Okay.
And you can ask those questions.
All right.
And they can answer them.
And then on the square, the 21st, which is Saturday, from 12 to 4, is the second annual Summer Solstice Gentlemen's Art Show. And this is a collection of local art that is going to be displayed on the square.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the date you said.
The 21st.
Okay.
Which is Saturday.
Okay.
Oh, that's Sunday.
That's Sunday.
I'm sorry, that's Sunday. Mm-hmm. I am so sorry. Right after church from 12 to 4, go by the courthouse square and check out all the art that's going to be there. It's a free event. You don't have to pay for anything. And then lastly, on Saturday is the Unity Through Comedy at Venue 121. It's a collection of comedians that will be there. This is a rare thing to have comedians in Harrison, being such a small community. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different comedians, and I'm kind of interested in this.
You can get tickets at the door for $10.
$10 at the door.
And also, Baby Fest is Saturday as well.
Okay.
So that starts at 10 at Signature Bank.
Okie dokie.
Okay. I don't know. Well, I was going to talk about the fridge, but there's a fridge available. It's supposed to be the KHOZ fridge because it's still on our website.
Okay, we've been trying to promote the heck out of this refrigerator. It's a $3,000, $3,200 refrigerator, and they're selling it for $1,700, $17 and some change.
It's like $1,599 worth of savings.
$1,500
ish.
Oh, ish, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're in the market for a refrigerator, go by Richardson's Appliances. They're located next door to Home Depot.
It is big, and it is a triple layer freezer storage. So there's 3 levels of organization for you to organize your stuff. Anyway,
it's a good deal. If you want
resistant,
if you want a good deal, go there.
Yeah. Okay. Done.
A lot of corporate organizations have these meetings every day. Where they're 30 minutes long, and you're in
here.
Well, we don't have them. We don't
have them.
We don't have to do that. But they're saying that bosses are suddenly banning the 30-minute meeting.
Okay.
Thank goodness, right? It's taken since the 1990s for companies to realize that they don't have to stick to a 30-minute block of time on their Microsoft calendar anymore. So they're finally making boring old work meetings shorter, since new research has found that human attention spans start to nosedive around the 25-minute mark. Bosses are cutting them down 5 minutes shorter. That rescues employees from the soul-crunching realities of back-to-back video calls and gives workers a chance to do, I don't know, maybe do some work.
You know, there was, well, I can't, I don't know where it is, so I can't talk about it. Never mind. Well, I had one of those, and it was along the same line as they were going to do away with, I don't remember if it was cubicles.
Oh, yeah.
Or like have one big room, and I don't know if like I said, I can't because it's
Can't
in that
remember.
folder and
Ball
I
golly,
think
I
or I
can't
threw it
remember.
away.
Okay.
So there you
Uh,
go.
Also, we like studies here. So if you have studies, send them our way. We love studies.
Oh, please.
People sitting around a corporate desk and they say, we should have another study. We had one last week.
You want to make up one and maybe we can get funded and we can just abscond with the money.
Let's do some research on mosquito camping.
What?
Mosquito camping.
Well, evidently my brother's tried to breed mosquitoes, so maybe he should come talk about that.
Well, you should probably think about it. Have you thought that mosquitoes may go camping? I mean, they're working all the time, sucking blood. I mean, that's a full-time job for them. Don't you think they need a vacation every now and then? They need to go take a vacation.
I'll give them a permanent vacation when I can get it.
Anyway, there's a study. Despite tight budgets, we're still impulsive buying.
Yeah.
More than ever. More than ever.
Do you think people just go, I'm just going to do it anyway and deal with it later?
I think when you got plenty of money and you don't, and you're not under a crunch, you say, I don't really need that. But when you don't have it, you go, I got to have it.
I think
it's a reverse thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so how is it that most of us are broke, but now we're doing more impulsive buying than ever? It's got a lot to do with the cheap fashion, Amazon, and bubble tea.
I don't know.
You know what bubble tea is? Okay. Even though more than half America have tightened their budgets this year, a new survey has found that 81% of us have bought something without thinking about it. Americans have splurged on an average of 7 impulse buys so far this year, each one costing an average of $50. Online shopping and fancy drinks seem to be our biggest weakness. Online shopping and fancy drinks.
Okay, online shopping, that's how I buy my clothes most of the time.
That's what you do now.
Yeah, I mean, I will go in store, but I buy a lot of stuff I do off of Amazon just because I know what works for me there. But I don't do the foo-foo drinks.
You don't do the foo-foo drinks?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one woman's view of
Right.
those two options. What about you?
Who do you think buys the foo-foo drinks?
I have
Men
no
or
idea.
women?
I think typically women
Yeah, I
is
would
how
think
my
so, too.
mind is
Yeah.
gravitating to.
Yeah. Also,
We need to take a break.
I know you do.
Oh.
Just hold your horses, girl. I've got one more story to tell you,
Okay.
and it's about beets. Now, I've started taking beet supplements
Mm-hmm.
because I did some research. I did a study on beets.
How's it working out for you?
Well, I wish I would have had some grant money to go along with
Yeah.
that, like $1 million. I would have come to a conclusion. I would have stretched it out, making them feel like their money was being used properly. Anyway, here's why beets are suddenly so expensive. Because people have
Because people are using them.
Yeah. Beets are suddenly costing a fortune, and you can blame the same TikTok influencers who have made celery, cabbage, and cucumbers so scarce and expensive too. It's got everyone buying into the hype of beet juice as a cure for everything from brain health to blood flow. Red beets, which use the last thing to go in the vegetable aisle, are now in such a high demand. Prices have doubled in some stores, just like it did during the celery juice craze a few years ago. Now, the reason I take it is because it has I just lost my mind. It has oxide, and that
What does
helps.
that do for you?
It helps blood flow. It opens it opens your blood vessels, which I've noticed a difference.
Couldn't be that balloon that you had done.
No, this was before that.
Oh.
This was before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Beets.
I tried to like, I used to like beets.
Nitric
I liked my
oxide,
grandma's
nitric.
beets. I would
Yeah.
eat those, but I don't.
You
I
don't,
tried some from the store and I didn't like it.
I don't like. I like the pickled beets. I don't like the just bland beets.
Maybe that's what I got. Was just
Probably.
the bland beets,
Yeah.
and it was disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion.
And I'd like to drink the juice.
Good for you.
Okay, we got one more break, and we're going to take it, whether you like it or not.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us again.
What's that
Alright.
saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Yeah. Why would you say?
Well, just because
Excuse me.
he was sharing a little story during break
Yeah.
about someone he knew, and I said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Well, yeah. I can't remember why we were talking about
You
that.
provide opportunities. It doesn't mean always that people are going to
Yeah.
embrace them.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, we were talking about the vice president. He was on The View the other day, and he did.
Oh, yeah.
We handled it very well, very
Yeah.
well. And his upbringing was a direct contradiction of
complete
how.
chaos. Yeah.
If you read his book or watched the movie Hillbilly Elegy, he grew up in a trailer trashman environment,
Yeah.
and he had a temper. He couldn't handle situations well, and then he met his wife Usha, and she was very calm and loving. And every situation he would get in, when he lost his cool, she would say, "Probably not a good thing that you did that."
She was nurturing to him.
Nurturing
He didn't
to
grow
him.
up in a
He didn't
nurturing
have that.
environment.
He did not have that. So yeah. And
Anyway.
we all know people like that. But you know what today is?
Well, it's my son's birthday.
Well, happy birthday to your son.
Happy birthday, William. So, all right, now
And he's what, how, 12, 13?
28.
Oh, he's 28. Okay.
He's 28. Anyway, it is National Go Fishing Day.
Go fishing.
I don't fish. I'm not crazy about fishing.
I
but
used to take the boys fishing quite a bit.
I think
but,
lots of
don't do it
dads
now.
do, whether they want to or not.
Yeah, we go. I'd put the worm on the hook and let them throw it in and
Now
and
you
catch a fish.
read this next one because I can get behind this.
National Splurge Day, a day to treat yourself to something special. Well,
Yeah.
What would you like to splurge on?
Oh, I don't have something in the back of my mind.
Oh, okay.
So, it's International Sushi Day.
Sushi.
If you like your sushi.
Now, what'd you say? Real fish?
Sashimi.
Sashimi
is the raw fish, and,
Okay.
and sushi isn't always necessarily. Well, you don't have to put fish in it. You know, you can put like there's California roll. It's just different.
Yeah. Well, we missed our break, so we are out of time. We are gone. We will see you again tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.